It is time for FACEIT League. We got some NA Master. It's our day 2 of our Master Division here for Season 4. These two teams look very closely matched. We've got Shane's family taking on SNV Esports. Also, Supernova Esports is what the SNV stands for, but to not be confused with the other Supernova squad that we have here at Master Division, I will just be referring to them as SNV. Let's take a look. There. Well, from there, let's just talk about your rosters here to start things off. Shane's family is a lot of the former Midori squad. Shane and Sparrow broke off and formed their own team and stayed together. And Sparrow had been with the Shikigami family, it felt like, for a while. I found records on Wikipedia of Sparrow playing actually on Shikigami proper, kind of back at the start of 24, maybe in late 23 into 24. But had really played with them for a long time. Of course, Midori is like the sister squad to Shikigami, part of that same family. Salmon was somebody I wasn't as familiar with, but, you know, kind of recognized the name. It was from Vice. We saw Salmon play on Vice, basically back through kind of stage 2 of OWCS, and in season 2, I guess, of FACEIT League back in July. Just kind of short stints on Vice, and then ends up on Ram Punch, which was the derpy team. Salmon's gonna be your flex support here. How's your day, your rate support here? Sparrow's gonna be your flex DPS, and then Dreepy is your hit scan for this squad. And I think this was a kind of a cool story, just because you know, once Avidity kind of started making some replacements and started glowing up, their hit scan player here in Dreepy ended up as a substitute for the latter chunk of 2024. This is a cool opportunity for now. Dreepy gets a chance to come in and play as a starter here for Shane's family. Now, maybe there's some external factors I'm unaware of. You know, maybe there's just some reasons why Dreepy couldn't play as much or something, and is now back and able to play again. I still think the storyline is just as cool. You know, back as a starter. You know, we're here in second game. You know, let's see what you got, Dreepy. Let's see what you got. Shane's family are coming in with a 1-0. They got a 3-0 over Sienna Heights on their first match of the season on Tuesday. SNV have not played yet. And this is just a reschedule, so the reason that SNV haven't played their first match yet is they had a reschedule with their opening match. I think was supposed to be against Team Vex is what this looks like. That got pushed to Saturday. Anyway, so we are first look at this team. Let's talk about the SNV roster a little bit. We are getting into picks and bans here. Oh, I guess it is top of the hour, huh? Look at me, I'm just rambling away. Person to keep an eye on is the Peruvian Persona. Oops, looked like my stream just kind of choked a little bit trying to load Overwatch. Okay, there we go. Everything's smooth now. Yes, I think Persona must be playing under a different name. Okay, we'll have to keep it. We'll figure that out. Let's talk about your map pool here for today. It's Nepal. I believe it looked like that was Shane's family pick. We'll get into Nepal. I'll get the bands figured out up top in just a second. Let's get into the match. Show me some Overwatch. It was a Symmetra and a Kiriko ban. Chain banned the Sim. SNV banned the Kiri. We're going to give you... I'm just going to leave you on some Natakata Pav, and I'm going to go fix that real quick. So there's a Sim... Oh, you can hear the Torb turret. I can hear it. I can hear it. I'm not even looking at that monitor. Whoop, whoop. Sim. Carry. It's come correct. Sorry, I wasn't expecting that little caveat. Apologies. That's a change that was... Like, this morning, that was not like that. Maddie, good to see you. Yes, indeed, it's FACEIT time. First cap has already gone to Shane's family here. Whoop. Well, as I go to kind of zoom in on the wrecking ball, Accelerando will be the streamer tag for Persona. The Peruvian all-star played in South American Contenders back in 2019, 2020. Also played on the World Cup team for Peru, both in 2019 and in 2023. Definitely a star to keep an eye on. Plays in Calling All Heroes as well. With Fable, I believe, is still active there. You might correct me on that if that's wrong. With Phone and Avery and a lot of other names that you'd probably recognize. So Persona definitely one we'll be keeping an eye out through the series. Look at that, already close to that overclock. Dreepy, though, leading the charge in the server with this pulse and is at the back of JBJ. JBJ lands with him. Oh! It was actually Salmon Sleep. It's just JBJ trying to get the 180 and wasn't able to make it out of the radius of that pulse. So it's going to be Chain's family winning out that fight in earnest after an early cap. Already 60% on the board. Ooh, almost like that. Molten Core actually up here can be quite nasty. Not quite able to get underneath the feet of that back line, though, and the Nano Boost comes out onto Persona. Taking out some equipment, gonna run How's Your Day out of there. That's a minefield here landing all over the point. Yeah, there's little blue Christmas ornaments everywhere. Nano thrown on into Chain as well, just to add insult to injury. Chain's able to pick up 2 with that combo, looking to tally on another one. Oh, that could be bad. And we finish off Shrine with a bang. Oh, that was amazing. That was amazing. My Dreepy spilled soda on his map. Oh, you're getting the song for that one. You're getting the song for that one. Shout out Dreepy's mouse pad. Oh, let's get those dancing bows up there. Let's see that new dancing bow. That is just the most amazing artwork. Shout out Trash Panda's friend. I don't know if she wants her name shared on the internet, so but shout out Trash Panda's friend for the amazing drawing of that. Dreepy, you definitely get the song for that. He said we thug it out. Oh no. Oh no. The soda-soaked mouse pad. Here we go. I think my hands game is about to play without a mouse pad. Oh, I go to me dancing or something, but this is cinema all right. I mean, like, I wish I could just, we just need to zoom in. Oh, hi, Bodiotti. Speaking of Bodiotti, we heard your name. I know, what's up, bud? Would you believe his tail is wagging to the beat? All right, come on. All right, perfect. They listened. No one ever listens. I wasn't expecting that. Straight caught me by surprise. We're headed to Sanctum. The dreepy mousepad gate. I love the aesthetic of this map. Like the classic temple design, like the old like iron like church braziers and stuff. Braziers, whatever. But that combined with the with like the blue light and the futuristic touches to it, such a cool aesthetic. All right, anyway. Ramatra alongside the Torb here, very coming at me, bro. Kind of calm. Sparrow happy to at least oblige from a distance. And on the far, they'll circle around onto Leo. Hit themselves a little rocket damage there. But Persona and Leo are still both low. Now, that's not a Nakano caught in the corner. Sparrow will finish him off. Nice shot. Dreamy back it up, try to peel. See if they can finish this off. They've already got control of the point, and now Shane's family seeing if they can get control of the bridge as well. They're going to run Leo off. Leo's just going to go and back away with both the supports going down. Kind of an aggressive move there. Maybe trying to bail Persona out, but still the stagger comes through. 23% on the board. Maddie, you're a one-person dance party. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. One day we'll get some friends in here to dance with you. I promise. One day we'll have more friends in here. I have faith. Sparrow playing right above this entryway here with the barrage. Nano boost thrown on to Drapey, and opening pick already there for the Lotus. A couple players caught there on the coastal side. Orbital Ray is out, but the minefield is beautiful in that small area. That is a nasty minefield. Chain's gonna fight Accelerado. Persona. Give him the hook, Drapey. Give him the hook. And no mouse pad Drapey here. Seems to be doing okay. How's your day? I may have fat finger. I mean, that was a lot of ults. That was a lot of ults. Fat finger, huh? Let's check out the other Torby Orby. Ooh. Good kill on the salmon here to kick things off. Where's the rest of SNV? This has been a bit of a back and forth here. Nanakata still has the Molten Core to work with. If they can make it back with any kind of health. Oh, no. The shot is in. Persona returns on the Cassidy. Move up to bridge. And eventually, SNV are able to persevere and at least get some percentage on the board. Still haven't quite stabilized. GP and 100A moving on to the point. Here comes Chain trying to flank in from behind. Leo just spinning in all directions. Whoop. Not going to get anything with a self-destruct. You know, could be hopeful on this one. It's not typical, but... Oh, another great minefield comes out from Chain. That could be problematic. It's just 3 players left on the point. No, you have 4 here from SNV. Somebody needs to stay on it. They'll get the cap. There it is. Lotus realized their mistake. Comes back for the cap. Yeah, SNV are precariously holding on to this. Nano boost thrown onto Sparrow, coming in from over the top. Trying to hunt down Lotus. Deadeye out from the other side. Persona might be able to find the Pharah. Wasn't quite in range to do so. Does force everybody from Chain's family back, giving some space for Leo to move on to this point. But Sparrow's already picked up one, and Chain has picked up another. 5v3 here, and Drapey is going to tally on another. Chain finds themselves in the pit. It doesn't matter in the end. It's going to be a 2-0 here for her Chain's family to kick off the day. Zimzif, thank you for the follow. You know what? Very good point, Maddie. Very good point. I like it. Add it to the Chain off the map counter. All right, some stats there from map 1. We'll get that point on the board. Whoa. All right, what stands out for stats? What are we noticing? Looks like Chain's family won a lot of team fights. And Chain leading the charge in that regard. So 8.5K. No, man, the Wrecking Ball was nasty. Wrecking Ball was quite nasty. Did a good job of getting on the back line. Some wonderful minefields. Do we see a ban? Do we see that try to ban out? In this composition, I mean, the Torb Wrecking Ball composition seems to be working very well here. The Sparrow Farah, an interesting wrinkle into that composition. Putting in some work, leading the damage as far as the DPS were concerned there in that map. All right. We're loading in. Let's take a look at what we decided on here for map 2. We're headed to Eichenwalde. It's D.Va and Tracer banned out. Chain's family get first ban on that? Oh, let's see. We did get a side swap too, didn't we? Yeah, we got a side swap. Who banned D.Va? I guess correctly. Chain banned D.Va. All right, let's head to Eichenwalde. It's time for map 2. Okay, we did get a sub. So JBJ has come in. So JBJ is new in the lobby here on this defense for SNV Esports in the flex support role. I guess is at least in this composition. Athena is Persona. And the Peruvian will find first blood here. Another nice little headshot. It's going to lead to How's Your Day falling as well. So a great opening from SNV Esports on this defense after dropping a 2-0 on Nepal. Billy, thank you for being here, my friend. We got Salmon in the back line, pulling out the Zenyatta. Can be, very vulnerable. But not a high mobility comp on the other side. Pretty bunkery comp here. Out of SNV Esports. Nakata with a good pick, though, on a Sparrow match in there in the sky. And I mentioned the success that Sparrow found on that far there in Nepal. You gotta love the guts of, Nakata just come out here and say, oh, yeah? You think you got a Farah on you? Challenge accepted. Chain off the map. Ooh, 2 very nice shots there. Persona was lucky Dreepy was kind of in the middle of a rotation. Didn't have, wasn't putting sightlines, wasn't pulling bullets down range. Nakata floating away, open up space. Chain, who's swapped off the Wrecking Ball, now onto the Hazard. Recognizing there's no Torbjorn and a real bunkery hero to worry about, but you still got Leo to worry about. Running into the back line, is able to find Dreepy, now pressuring Salmon. No DPS left standing, as a matter of fact, here for Chain's family. Chain themselves will be lucky to get out one piece. They do manage to do so, but already half the time eating off the clock. Nakato's way up there. Drops in for that barrage. Oh, like an eagle pouncing for prey. The dive is successful. And Nakata is eating here. Whoop. Sparrow literally jumped over the rocket. Perfectly timed. Nakata knows that cooldown. I still, it's taken me forever to get adjusted from the 1.5 second deflect to the 2 second deflect. Like, it took me years to get adjusted to that timing change. My muscle memory, even though, like, my brain knew it, my muscle memory just kept trying to fire early every time for years. Like, it took forever. All right, Annihilation. I mean, we've got Rally as well as Bob here for the defense as well. Just the overclock there from Dreepy. Again, coming out, trying to prove they belong here in the starter spot. from the high ground. Puts one good shot in Nakano, at least forces it back behind the tunnel. But the bob in from Persona has created a lot of space on this point. Still, oh no, never mind. 2 kills come through. I thought maybe with Chain's family finding a bit of room inside the house, they might have some room to work. But not everybody makes it in, and the defense from SNV holds. Aggressive downpour heads into the back line. Sparrow knows got to be looking for that blade. It doesn't find it. Nakano has got him down low. In fact, will find the kill. Annihilation back down on the point. And Persona is put back into spawn as well. Not much left standing here for Chains. And it's going to be a pure full hold. I mean, 0% on the board. Impeccable defense there out of SNV Esports. So, the new twist there in Dreepy's Soda Mousepad Gate. Somebody get Dreepy a new mousepad. Platinum Perp, thank you for the follow. Says, let's go, Supernova. Who's late to the party? Salmon? Whoops, too far, too far, too far. Hit the wrong button. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I was supposed to go to Nakano Pop, but I hit the life waiver. I'm terrible. Ooh, a pharmacy. When was the last time you saw a pharmacy? With a Juno as well. What an interesting composition. I mean, considering you only need 33%, I mean, you're kind of... I think this is just banking to win it in the neutral. You are going into an Orisa on the other side. We saw Orisa creeping into the meta earlier today as well on Colosseo. Sparrow down at 1 health, manages to find an opening pick there onto Leo. Still stays up in the sky despite the changes to Pharah. Maintains that all-important high ground, wins the aerial duel, comes in with a flank. Oh, did a lot of damage to themselves on that, but Persona eventually goes down. Not without taking 2 with them, though. That's the 33% needed. Nakano gets it done. The trade from Persona, well, I mean, was perfect. That was the opening. And even though they traded themselves to make it happen, it netted a map win. Absolutely perfect. Good round, and just like that, it's 1 apiece. After the stats were so dominantly in Chain's family's favor after map 1. Wait, JBJ wasn't map 1. Excuse me. Correct me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, JBJ. That was not expecting... that was a change that happened after the first lineup was submitted. That's how I made that mistake. But still a mistake. I am so sorry. So JBJ was not as sub. JBJ was in both rounds. SNV Esports, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate y'all being here. Let's go. Good turnaround. I was just saying. Go from... looks like a pretty dominant performance there from Chain's family in map 1 to Juzu and JBJ not dying to the backline doesn't die the entire map. And Leo only went down once there on the Ramatra. So, and then spectacular damage coming out from both Persona and Natacat, putting up, I mean, nearly double of their opposition there on the other side. So, spectacular turnaround. There you go. Then the win now at the back of SNV, but the map pick. The map pick will go to Chain's family. Let's see where they want to take us. I think the carry ban was actually very smart. It made so Chain's family were basically trying to play with Zen Juno. Zenana. Ooh, okay. SNV taking their time on this one. Chain's family chose Route 66 here for map number 3. We get a Widow ban coming out. Oh, and the Juno ban as well. Interesting. Let's get into map 3. So Juno bans from SNV. And that was it was a Far ban? Oh, Widow ban, that's right. I remember it was a hero we had just seen. Hey! Wait a minute, what? Uh-oh. Something broke. Aww. Apparently my Widowmaker breaks. What do you know? I'll have to go fix that. I'm sorry, y'all. It's Widow banned out. Ban blank. So the Ono brick here to support Chain, which I think is what they probably would have ran anyway, at least on the defense. You know, who knows what they're thinking on attack. I mean, and maybe with the Juno ban that they were, you know, maybe kind of forced into this composition, and this wasn't their primary pit. Leo does fly up to the high ground and find Salmon immediately. This is just going to make this composition paper thin. So many low health bars. Sparrow gets caught on the way out. I'm surprised Chain it made it out, to be honest. Wonderful first fight there out of SNV. Ooh, Easy Peasy says Hollywood in Midtown too. Antarctic? Can you fall off? Is there environmentals in Antarctic? Oh yeah, of course there is on Icebreaker. Yeah. Okay, Leo hiding out here on Mega. We're got a nano boost in the pocket ready to go. Don't want to give Salmon too much time on this defense to build up their own, or I think Chain's just going to pounce onto your backline. They're so close. Okay, Chain is backing up and around the high ground. Salmon at 90%. Neo's able to push through. Still, just keep an eye on Chain. There's the nano engage. Uses it kind of as an extra 300 health. Make sure they get the value out of that. Flying up to the high ground. Now put pressure down onto Sparrow. Sparrow drops off the backside, and the peel is good from How's Your Day. Leo ends up going for just an air bomb there. How's Your Day's able to block it. We do get the nano in from Chain. They're purple, but now primal, so right back up to full health. The rally comes out there from Lotus, gets one shield bash in, and is now just getting battered across the skies of Route 66. Chain takes a lot of damage throughout all of this, and Leo's able to, well, JBJ dies through that. It was Lotus, I was going to say, is able to survive. Now we're going to get the rally out from the other side. This attack kind of petering out a little bit. Okay, there's Persona with a Bob from inside of the garage. We'll get them out of there and buy some space. Which I didn't see the Molten Core, so I'm guessing it was down in that close space. Droopy's on the back low ground. is able to jump up an aggressive move to pop this overclock, put themselves in line of sight of a lot of different players, but gets the headshot of Persona. Gets them low, but not in spawn just yet. Now they're topped up, so it's a nano on to Leo, and here comes the counter punch in out of SNV, immediately finding kill on Sparrow, and has both of the backliners under a bit of pressure. Decides to go in, try to find Dreepy. Dreepy jumps out, able to pick up one before getting brought down, but still SNV with a massive player advantage here on the back of point B. And that'll be enough for 2 points on the board. Ooh, even getting a stagger here. Really? So Destruct headed up to the top. Ooh, good Bionade lands up there from Salmon. Shane trying to kind of move in, see what they can find there. Swapping over to this from Astra. Rally up from Lotus and an aggressive push out of SNV. Throwing a nano on to Leo just to double down into this. You do get the rally out of How's Your Day. And that's going to keep Leo from pushing your back line at least too aggressively. Sparrow gets caught behind enemy lines, though. And ooh, Drippy finds the answer. It's exactly what they needed. How's Your Day is now rallied up. Drippy forced off the high ground there by Leo. But it's built up most of the overclock here throughout that time. Ooh, tried to take the top of the semi back. Not going to happen just yet. It ends up being a bit of a 3v3 over here over this Mega. In fact, everybody from SNV is coming over to this direction. Nano Boost, Overclock invested in, and Drippy finds Persona right down Main Street. Finds Nanakato as well. Well, the team does at the very least. And the defense holds. Another nasty stagger here out of Chain's family. Actually, is a hammer kill. Dope. That was an airball. Okay, high ground approach here. SNV love going through this left side. Leo flies all the way across. Oh, it ends up being a big nade and pressure out of the top. The bob in from Persona. And a beautiful attack. That was very well done. Sending Leo to the top right high ground. The rest of the pressure moves up into the top of semi to find the opening picks. Really well executed assault there. Now it's just a matter of cleanup, but there you go. Good nade on the chain. Will get it done there. Rally up to hold the line. And SNV on track to complete this. We'll see if there's any more stall. Doesn't look like it. Salmon's not able to use that nano boost. There'll be 53 seconds left in the time bank there for SNV. Now I want to go fly around the maps. Now I want to go fly around the maps. Don't. I like to make it out before that door closes. Okay. We're going to get the Anakiri coming out here from Chain's family, along with the Tracer. No changes on the defensive composition. Using the Torb to kind of create a crossfire here, making life difficult, makes it hard for Dreepy to put any real pressure up on that high ground. Does manage to get a little bit of damage on Persona, while the rest of the team's trying to push on the other side, but eventually hunted down there. Shield Bass in, Suzuki to keep Chain alive. Unfortunately, Salmon does not get the same healing. And they made a little bit of a trade. You know, Natakata doesn't have the fastest of feet. Maybe there's an opportunity here for Chain's family to get a 5v4. Got in here with Dreepy. Ooh, it's Persona for the high ground. 5-1. Dreepy gets one shot down, gets the headshot in, but Chain is forced back. Sparrow is able to help take care of Leo at the very least. Now they converge up to the top. That's a nano boost out of JBJ. 20% ahead of what Salmon has online. Excuse me, 40% ahead of what Salmon has online. Not gonna matter though. Ends up Natakado kind of alone down on that bottom. Ends up in a mismatch. Now the Kitsune rush to help finish this off. Leo slept. There's the point. Sparrow 20% away from Blade. Dives in after getting the nano. Goes right down the stairs. Oh, nice extra bit of damage there. The Winston landed and got a bit of burst damage on a JBJ right after the initial burst of shurikens came through. Made for an easy dash there for Sparrow. A beautiful little combo and helps secure the back of point B. Hey, when the other team bans pink gradients. I know, right? It's such a bummer. Yeah, for some reason my Widowmaker picture didn't work. It broke. It's something in the code, I'm sure. It is a Widowmaker ban out of Chain's family. Let's go check out this blade. Oh, no, that's not the blade. There's the blade. But Leo somehow gets two with a melee? Okay. Okay, Leo. You know, when we say someone's got hands, it's usually metaphorical. You've literally got some hands you're bashing people with. I mean, I suppose it's a mech arm, but, you know, it was a hand in the kill feed. they just banned the color. Nice bio, Ned. That rally is not going to start healing you there for a moment. Still, SNV able to keep that precious stairwell under control. Not losing anybody through it. Now the response. It's going to be a Kitsune rush out here from the top, and that will force everybody from SNV back. They lose Lotus along the way. Sleep Dart did not land there. What you got, Salmon? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You ambush this Ashe? Oh. Okay. Salmon and Chain regroup back down on Main Street. Leo swaps over to Ramatra now. So off of the Diva. I'm just gonna try to hold this corner, but gets slept and destroyed. Man, it's just like, what on earth happened to that corner? This is just the Bermuda Triangle. Anybody that steps into that spot just immediately disappears. Really nice start to this third point, though, from Chain's family. Oh. And we get another pause. Oh, ow. Okay, so it should be... Hey, like, there's no reason this shouldn't work. I don't understand. What did... Oh, wait. Did I not get... Oh! Oh. I see what I did wrong. Boom. Okay. There we go. Look at me troubleshooting code mid-map. Hey, now it's time to get back into the match. What do you know? They're just pausing to give me time to fix the band. Good bob there out of Dreepsy. Sure, we'll just hold in this corner. Why not? Anybody coming out? Anybody gonna step out? The answer is no. It's honestly kind of cool having like the music in between, but just for that one spot. And it's like once the Overwatch music comes back in, fade it back out. Kind of cool. Okay, anyway. Wenton! Good old Wenton Overwatch. Narwhal, welcome. How'd y'all do? What's good in the world of Tanuki?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chain's family's got scrimbucks on Tanuki? Ooh. It's been a close one here thus far. They do have the time bank advantage with 2.5 minutes over the 1 minute available here from SNV. SNV looking to get it done with a May, as a matter of fact. So definitely at a mobility and range advantage. If anybody dares getting close, can you deal with it? I mean, is the idea specifically to try to deal with Sparrow with this May? You do have a lot of sustainability there with the ice block, the cryo freeze, the technical term. Sparrow a little low. Dreepy's still playing safely from that high ground. That was a nice dynamite. You're gonna get the cryo freeze out early. We get a move for the May here right out of the gate. Chain jumping up and back, taking a lot of damage. Ooh, Persona took a headshot as well. Has to fall back. Chain's able to back up safely. Nano Boost built up first here by JBJ, and that's put on Leo, who's going to move in and immediately pick up a kill onto How's Your Day. It's traded out onto Persona with a Nano Boost onto Chain as well. And we go tit for tat. 3v3 here on the point. Leo finds the final support. And Lotus will tilt the balance firmly in SNV's favor. The last player of Chain gets stuck on the rock on the way out. And the hat flops sadly across the battlefield. With overtime spawns, that's guaranteed to be a point on the board. They're playing it down here off of the Mega, just as we saw the first time around. The slow and steady control. Obviously, anybody steps off cart, this OTE is going to disappear quickly. That yellow bar will vanish so fast. Blizzard comes in, finds Chain on the way out. That Primal Rage not going to help you survive. Wonderful wall, wonderful Blizzard. Denied a lot of value out of the Bob and able to get that final blow onto Chain. The rest of Chain's family now trying to hide on top of the clubhouse. Leo's moving up to put some pressure on up there. Has a self-destruct for, you know, an extra 700 health if they need it. Ooh, good wall. Trying to prevent the escape. Can they get the execution? The sleep is in, but they get the kill onto Salmon. Blade up from Sparrow. They're anti. They're slept. JBJ getting it done. Nadakato finds the headshot with the icicles, and SNV are rolling through the streets of Route 66. Well, that's what I like to hear. Noel, congratulations. I mean, I kind of wish all players could have 3-0s and great days all the time. Obviously, it's not realistic. That wouldn't be very competitive. Chain coming back out. Self-destruct thrown in to block the back line. Try to focus Chain in the meantime. Sparrow's able to dash back in while Chain goes up for some health. Leo gets antied. He's going to have to fall back. Chain trying to pursue, but doesn't have much of a health bar to work with. It's brought down. It's a bit of a 2-for-2 trade here. Sparrow's still dancing around for this defense into the back line with a beautiful kill on to JBJ. Is it going to be enough to get it done? Jumps in, finds a kill on a Persona as well. The dash through from Leo. Leo low on health, outmanned. 2 supports still here. And Chain's family put a stop to this run. Still a spectacular amount of distance picked up for any amount of time left in OT, much less a mere 60 seconds. Quite the gauntlet. Even without the... They've been running the Curie... Like, a lot of the Curiana Kibs.
Just one more mission.
And this is our first time seeing the May tonight. Speaking of, SNV are going to stick with that May here on the defense. A little over 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Both of our tanks just taking some early damage, some early ult charge from the Anas. Drippy sneaking around to a wide position here on coastal side. Oh, I mean, just pouring shots into Leo. Leo got absolutely bullied off of that low ground and out of that mech. Mech's just full of bullet holes. Persona's in a lot of trouble. Chain able to chase them down. This could be a very quick first point. Honestly, could be a little too quick. There might be time for a recontest here out of SNV. Ooh, that late kill on the Lotus might keep that from happening, as a matter of fact. If Lotus had gotten out, then I think they'd have had a recontest. But say Sparrow's still sneaking in from down low, and look like majority of the team was going up to high ground. Ooh. It's JBJ with a bio. Just throwing him in from long range. 66, down 3% in the race. Well, okay, now up 1. Our nanos are just deadlocked here. Nano boost should be coming online somewhat simultaneously. I'm waiting for an interesting fight here in the next 10 seconds or so. And the Ana far back behind us. There's Persona. Sparrow grabbed a little bit of room up top, but was taking bullets from both Persona and JBJ. Do you have a low Leo down? Yeah, they're going to throw the Nano Boost in. Leo's still trying to fly up to the high ground. Forces the swift step out of How's Your Day. Has that left Drippy in a bad spot? Nadakado's able to find the former, but the peel is there from Chain to help protect the latter. Now moving in to see if they can protect their backline from Nadakado, who does have this Blizzard ready to go. Wall themselves in. Are they able to get out? Oh, just barely. Oh my, that was so close to that Blizzard coming online. I thought Leo had done it, protected their Mei, but Shane is able to work through it. Now Sparrow with the blade. This time able to fly JBJ before going down. Shane's family are going to win another fight. It's going to be one final fight to determine who takes the 2-1 lead in the series. We've got 4 ultimates online for this defense. The Blizzard, the most notable, is you can just clear off the objective. But can Shane body block this door, perhaps? You've also got a Kitsune Rush to make it even more difficult. Here comes the sneak in from Nadakado on the bottom side. The Venture has clocked the play. The Kitsune Rush is into the back. The Blizzard actually thrown on top of the bomb at the very back of the point. Now the wall up to try to prevent damage, and it works. Able to take control of the high ground. SNV win the fight and win the map. They take the 2-1 lead and move up to match point. Hey, nope, wrong button. Well, both of our first 2 maps seemed fairly one-sided as far as in favor of the winning team. This one, not so much. This one, extraordinarily close. SNV able to keep that backline alive a little bit more. But I mean, also look how much Juzu's getting involved in the action. Look at that, 27 elims there from Juzu. And then you got Leo sitting there at 37 and 9. Solid 5 more over anybody else in the lobby. Persona and the damage. Whew, oh god. I mean, there's a lot of damage output. I mean, it was a long map. There's a lot of damage in that map. I mean, the amount of damage that Shane is putting out compared to Leo on that map. I mean, almost 8,000 more damage out of your tank. That's significant. That's significant. And still SNV win the map. All right, with Esperanca here from map 4. Let's go back down, take a look at our band. Ooh, Ball and Torb. Ooh. I'm guessing Torban has to be Chain. Yes. Yes, Torban is absolutely Chain. I mean, Chain aren't going to ban out the ball. Hazard comp coming out from Chain's family. I mean, just the straight hazard comp. Down to the Lucio Kiri and the Genji Soj. Not a call like that Mei. Swap to this Mei in overtime for that 1 minute overtime attack. They're on Route 66. First time we've seen it today. So I'm curious if this was like a ace in the hole kind of pick, or if this was just an off the cuff, hey, I think Mei could work here, but sticking with it here in Esperanca. Ooh, Sparrow able to find Persona there off of that big boop. Low health will pick up a pair of kills. Lotus does return, and we've got ourselves a 3v3 here for first fight. Tribute has a little high ground up here, but reinforcements are starting to show up. There's enough heals for Leo. They're still waiting for their carry to get back. Now, Chain is back in the fight. Immediately putting pressure down. There's How's Your Day right along with them. Chain able to pick up Nadakato through that exchange. Leo not able to back away. Had to use the boosters because turned the corner, tried to find a kill into that cubby hole, use the boosters to escape. Not enough cooldowns to get out. Oh, I'm watching from the couch. Doggo is with you. Oh, it was Kira. Kira is with you. Oh. Hey, Muhiki, it's okay. You're here supporting. Sound barrier out from Lotus. Able to 5-3 with it. Salmon did put a continued rush through the middle of this, but How's Your Day is not close enough to answer on the sound barrier. GP goes down. Then it ends up being a little bit of a scrim here in the top corner. So Self Suzu out of Salmon to keep him alive, and then How's Your Day eventually comes through with that sound barrier, but Severo doesn't get it. Ends up going down. Lotus is low. Oh, and a big flip in over the top to 5 the kill. Chain with the downpour, but a continued rush is in here out of SNV. JBJ dies, but not before getting one, and it's just the 2 tanks left here on the point. So Chain backs up as to not fight in the opposition's Kitsune rush. In fact, he's going to continue to back up until he gets some heals. It's going to allow some room here for SNV Esports. Get this bot pushed back over. Let's see what they can do with it. Oh, no. That Persona with a headshot Lotus with the big finish. Oh no, and Sparrow doesn't even get the voice line out. That feels bad. Chain's family trying to just bunker up on that bridge on their side. Bob, I think, available if they jump down. So it feels pretty imperative that they hold on to the spot. Yep, here comes the Bob out, overclock, but forced down to the low ground, not able to find the targets they want. The Bob is just on the other side of the bridge here. So Bob ended up used more defensively, or perhaps got booped to where it didn't make it through that archway. Because I was certainly expecting Persona to put it through the archway to try to help cover the escape. Oh, beautiful volley of shots. You know what? There's a little redemption. Even though the Bob missed, that kill is huge. Salmon out of the fight with Kitsune. We're headed right back into this street. Opportunity for Leo to try to fortify up top. And for SNV to take control of this bridge. Kitsune rush just to get out of the bridge, so it's going to be an immediate answer. It does make it past the jagged wall. Still, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of people down there to use it. Lotus is going to drop into sound barrier, try to get aggressive down below. But nobody from SNV really pressing the issue. Now we're going to get the counterpunch in from the other side. Sound barrier hits all 5 on that one. Blade out from Nadakato. It's Chain who's coming up with the kills. Downpour to finish it off. And Chain's family. Grab back control of the bot, and this should be good enough for the checkpoint. Oh, and a dirty stagger on to Leo. Well, that could be trouble. Natakado dashed in with no way to get out. And just ends up surrounded by 4 players. A big overstep there. Oh, looks like Leo's decided it looked like a good idea. It just goes jumping in and doing the same thing. And the entirety of Chain's family responds in the exact same way. Wall comes up to block the escape. 4 players converge in on a lone SNV player. Oh, no. And SNV have lemmings themselves into a 70-meter deficit. Persona tried to swing it back around here. We got Mr. Butler on the point. See if we can right the ship. Kitsune rush in here out of Chain's family. Immediately surging forward. Finally killing Persona, but Persona trades it. Taking some of the speed out of this composition, at least once they leave the Kitsune rush. Neo low on health, though. Dreepy giving chase. Does look like they are able to find the D-Mech there, absolutely, and the follow-up on an Natakado as well. This is coming up all Chain's family here for the past several minutes. Chain of the fam. 1 fight from sending us to a map 5. Chain bails on that. Happy with that progress. They're going to regroup. Leo swaps to a Ramatra. Sparrow and How's Your Day for an important fight for this left window. If they could get that, SNV would have access up to Dreepy on that high ground. As it stands, Dreepy is fairly well protected on both sides with an overclock. Now, Natakado runs this window bad. This would also allow room for a great barrage. Coming over the top is just too dangerous with Dreepy in this powerful position. Salmon down is a great opening here for Chain's family. Or, excuse me, for SNV. Natakado's going to follow up and find Chains themselves. So a patient approach out of SNV wins the day. They're able to pick it apart even from a disadvantageous position. Now, definitely a considerable amount of time eaten off the clock there by Chain's fam. But SNV didn't even have to spend anything to do it. Oh my god, where was that? Sorry, y'all. I think Leo did get caught in that downpour, but Kitsune rush, and you got double healing coming out from JBJ, or at least increased healing. Now the Kitsune rush in response. Samon's able to find one up over the top. It's going to force SNV not just off the bridge, but all the way back. Ooh, good shot on it. How's your day? Natakado swung it back into kill onto Salmon as well. Oh, a heroic performance. And then you've left Chain's family only 2 strong.
60 seconds.
Chain's family pick up the close spawns. Now back to that same setup we saw before, ideally. Yeah, Sparrow protecting window. Ooh, the Persona is able to move in and grab this spot. Okay, doesn't want to stay there. It's going to back up. Leave it alone. Natakado pouring rockets on the other side. Yeah, you know, you caught the wall. It happens to the best of us. 30 seconds remain. 80-meter deficit plus here from SNV Esports to try to close out on this map. Natakado picks up 1, though. It's a good start. Both of our hazards. Leo making that swap. Kind of fighting over this corner. Neither have a whole lot of health to work with. Directs pouring into the back of Chain, though, as they got booped to the wrong side of the tracks. The SNV win themselves yet another fight. Miles to go before they sleep, though. Or is it meters to go before they sleep? All right, let's check Natakata this time. Dropping in on these close spawns. Ooh, the Suzu is late. Actually, I don't think Shane got it. Ends up working out. Drippy is going to find one with the overclock, but I think that's going to be it. JBJ comes up with 2 in that fight. Checkpoint picked up, and SNV are continuing to march here through Esperanca. Overclock out of Persona. Can the Peruvian put an end to this map? You've got Sparrow with the blade, though, right in the back. How's your day falls? JBJ able to find the revenge, the answer. And we've got a orbital on the back of that point. The orbital is going to fade. And still more work to be done here, but a lot of meters picked up. And SNV are getting closer and closer to this finish line. Kitsune rush available here from Shane's family to try to force this map 5. Shane with the downpour, diving in over the top. The Kitsune rush is going to be thrown in immediately. The downpour to follow is going to pick up 2. Lotus and Natakata both low. And with the Kitsune rush, Shane is able to pick them up with a little help from Salmon. Dreepy is able to fight a kill through all this as well. And it was a valiant attempt there at SNV to close it out here. But we've got one more map to go. Yeah, slick little move from Sparrow here early in the map. Very first fight, as a matter of fact. Ah, I'm late! I'm not late. We're good. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. Okay, headed to control here for map 5. Let's take a look at some stats there for map 4, but we get ahead of ourselves. Very, very close. Very, very close. Persona, I mean, absolutely stepping up. You know, keeping that one very competitive. Most damage in the lobby, as a matter of fact. Shane on the other side with the hazard. The Wrecking Ball band out. Shane still able to get the work done. 30 and 4. I'd definitely say he's MVP of that map. And now we've got a map 5 to contend with. Okay, so what's been spent here? I kind of wish this showed us what was not available. I'll get all that set up. I'm eventually going to get all that set up. Oh, it'll be wonderful. Lijiang Tower is going to be the pick here out of SNV for map number 5. Farah and Ana banned out. So, guessing Shane's family banning out the Farah. What? Narwhal what? Whoa, now that's unexpected. I mean, Extinction looked like, I mean, up there neck and neck with Supernova is top contender in the division. At least on paper, right? Like, holy cow, wow. All right. We are set up. We are ready for this map 5. We're just waiting for players to get in the lobby. Map 5. Gotta love it. Let's get into it. We're headed to Gardens. So, in the Lijiang Tower, an SNV map pick. Nakata will not be able to use that far here.
Round 1. Capture the objective.
Persona back into the tour. And they had such a good map. In that last map on the Soj. Chain and company are sticking in with this hazard composition. The honor ban not coming into effect yet. Or, you know, again, kind of like I was talking about Route 66, you know, maybe they made a decision, hey, since the auto's banned out, we go into this comp. So maybe even influenced the decision. But they're not, like, trying to play Winston with a weird variation or anything. Looks like Nvidia's just playing better Overwatch. No, but I can. I absolutely can. Honestly, it was y'all's match was recommended, but I was, I just wanted to get some different teams on. I just had y'all on Tuesday. But I knew that had to be a good match with y'all and Midori. I knew that was going to be a good match. Woo, speaking of, this is just a bloodbath here in this fight. Fight 2 is, well, I mean, just going back and forth. Leo able to fight Sparrow with maybe 75 health left. Oh, perfect, Narwhal. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we get the flip here out of SNV. Coming up on an orbital here for this next fight. Well, that's a continuation used way in the backline to try to secure this kill onto Leo, and it works. It'll get the job done. Leo oversteps into that, and what beautiful decision making. They're out of salmon in the backline. Chain's family able to move on to the point. Here comes that orbital ray in out of JBJ. How's Your Day does respond with the sound barrier, but Chain themselves goes down. I didn't see if they didn't get the sound barrier. Not exactly sure what happened there. Either way, we're going to be equal in percentage after that fight win out of SNV. That's the downpour going out through main. Remember, once again, trying to catch Leo. This time, Leo is able to make it out, and Persona's going to throw an overclock over this bridge. So it just kind of slows the roll of Chain's family. 60% and counting here on the board. You do have a sound barrier available, and that's going to come out immediately. That hits all 5. The downpour out of Chain. Catches 2, though. Suzu able to keep those 2 alive through the downpour of Leo, and now the blade out the other side. Sparrow picks up a pair with that. Oh, it is Chain's family with the answer on this one. I mean, despite the big sound barrier advantage, they're out of Lotus. Chain lands the huge, excuse me. Hey, it was just the big sound barrier advantage. It was the huge downpour. But the big Suzu saves him through that. But now Natakano looking to respond. Oh, doesn't get the same amount of value that we saw Sparrow on the other side. Hey, still with the dust settled, still 3v3 left on this point. Sparrow's still here dancing and dashing through everybody, though. Lotus is able to make it out. About half health. Kitsune rush for spots here out of Chain's family. 85% on the board for him. This could be last fight. I say that. If SNV gets it, it'll be a retake. Orbital right coming in from SNV over the bridge. Gonna take it a moment to make it onto the point, but it's gonna arrive just in time to save Leo. Nobody even turning the corner because of that orbital ray, and the pressure continues to mount as SNV are able to continue to push forward and pick up all the kills they want along the way. This will be final fight. The dash through from Drippy, get the overtime going. How's your day? Drops the sound barrier. Ooh. Shade going into the Doomfist for his final fight, but already just taking so much damage. That downpour came in. I think that found it. I think I found Shane. Yeah, that absolutely found Shane. I didn't get to the right pop in time, but you know, Leo have a huge advantage over Sparrow. Sparrow dashed through after the deflect, but it is the last-ditch effort. Desperation. SNV Esports closed it out. A celebratory sound barrier to take this first round of our 5th map.
Score 1-0. Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Shane's family back into the hazard comp. Leo over to the Ramasha. Natakota pulling out the Venture. This is an interesting little wrinkle with the double speed in the back line. So something completely different here out of SNV, and there's first blood. Ooh, Natakota with first couple of kills. Oh, nice. Is there another match starting 9:30? 10:30 Eastern? Nice, nice. Sparrow trying to push her on the outside. Oh, Natakuro merging from the burrow, but yeah, that was way deep. Shane's able to jump forward, find the final blow after the initial damage. The wall trying to put Leo in a bad spot, and it works. Beautiful boop out of How's Your Day. Forces Leo. That boop was so good. Fundamental play there out of Shade's family. You get the wall to prevent the exit onto Persona. That one's followed up on. I mean, it's just stagger here at the end. Natakata buying a little bit more percentage. That was wonderful teamwork and use of cooldowns. They're out of Shane's family. Well, it's a bit early to block Leo in. Leo is fairly close to this Annihilation coming to this next fight, and we'll have an Orbital Ray. Ideally, I think J wants to get as close as possible. You can either throw it through White Room or to take the point. Got to be careful not to die while it's happening, especially with an overclock in from the other side. Excuse me, Concerning Rush in from the other side. Drippy very close to that overclock. Finds a beautiful shot on the Lotus. Slide back, and Leo now in a massive mismatch. It's me. Chain's family will surpass in percentage. Natakata doing a little sneaky sneak up through server room. Sparrow's looping around to meet, though. I think Natakata, I don't know if they heard it coming, but this has left the front line vulnerable. There was a slight 5v3 there favoring SNV, but now Leo's stuck on the point. But there's a sound barrier, so, you know, still staying nice and healthy. Sound barrier now returned in, and Sparrow's going to pull off the blade with it. Drippy, coupled with an overclock, is going to pick up two, while Sparrow's looking for whatever remnants are left of SNV on this point. It's Leo with an Annihilation. Sparrow dashes through Lotus to whittle it down. And we have got us just insane back and forth. So low health bars, but Leo couldn't quite finish it out with the Nemesis punches. 80% on the board here for Chain's family. A wise move to back out. If SNV wins because of all the Wizard Cats warming, well, it's not looking likely here with the Kitsune Rush. It's just a blender on the point. And Chain's family will close this one out here on Control Center. Oh, excuse me. They're going to send us on over to a third round. That's what I meant. That's what I said. That's what I meant. I knew that. I knew that. Side swaps didn't get me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, I mean, we can just go raid Joker once this is over. I can just send y'all over to Joker's channel. All right. It's down to night market. It's down to night market.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture the objective.
Jacob's diving in. Sticking with that same composition, Leo does make a swap over to a hazard here. Nanakato back into that mid. This is what worked well for him on Route 66, but not working so well here in the opening fight of Night Market. The Sparrows kind of get able in behind them in that hallway, it looked like. And there's a couple of picks that went in Chain's family favor, giving him first cap. It has been extremely scrappy. It has been extremely scrappy. I will say your teammate, I don't know, previous or former, but at least at one point teammate, has had a hell of a series here, though. Persona picking up that kill on to Drapey. And we are going to get a flip in here from SNV. Oh, Sparrow. No way you make it out of that alive, right? No shot. No shot. Yeah, Ike was so fast, I forgot it happened. I was like, we were on Eichenwalde? Oh, yeah, for like 4.5 minutes total. All right, Sparrow dashed through. Try to create a bit of an off angle. Did draw some aggro, and that's going to be when Chain has moved through the front line. Through all of this, SME and I have been able to disengage fairly nice. Ooh, that was a wide move to try to go all the way across. Sparrow recognizes it, dashes through not only Persona, but JBJ as well. Has Blade online. One of the first ultimates online here for this submap. Leo's able to trade out onto the carry. I think it's going to be the only one they're going to... Ooh, Nanakato did get one. Lotus here to stall for a little bit. Builds up the rest towards that beat, and we'll get the percentage up over 50. The Kaori, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Five-pack of ultimates ready for Chain's family. Wall to prevent healing onto Leo here momentarily. Chain is going to respond with the downpour, and the blade is in over the top. Chain's able to finish off Nanakato. Sound barrier does not get there in time. I don't even think Leo got it, to be honest. Ooh, another sound barrier for the finish. The wall there to prevent the escape. SNV were already on the ropes as How's Your Day invests that sound barrier and try to secure those final kills. I mean, I suppose did stay in sync with Lotus. All right, Persona trying to come back and retake this with an overclock. Dreepy coming in off of tables, gets taken down. Nice aggressive slide in for Persona. Getting right in the face of Dreepy. Oop, has a follower though, making a couple. Sparrow is the one getting the final blow. Chain's family will get the Gong of Death with 83% and counting on the board. How's Your Day going back to see if they can get Dreepy back into this fight? They are 5 strong. Nanakato with the only ult available here for SNV Esports. They come in to try to see if they can win their first match of the season. How's Your Day with an early pick on a Lotus. Lotus goes off the side early. Nanakato has got to try to equalize in a Kitsune Rush with this Dragon Blade. Does find Dreepy with the beautiful placement on that dash, but is forced on the outside with 1 health. Will not survive. Chain dashing back in to see if they can finish off what remains on this point. Chain close to an ultimate of their own. How's Your Day picks up 1. Chain dashes through JBJ. And that should do it. Chain's family do, in fact, bring it all the way to a map 5, round 3. They will take it home. A 2-0 start on the season here for Chain's family. And what was I mean, wow, one of the most exciting matches we have had so far here in Season 4. Oh, there was a Juno cancel in there, easy peasy. I missed it. I missed it. Good catch. Good catch. Whew. Fantastic series. Fantastic series. I mean, some turntables there, right? Coming back off of the fullest of full holds for SNV Esports on Eichenwalde. I mean, just styling on Chain's family. The backline didn't die the entire map. You know, to Chain's family turning around, pulling back the 2-1, you know, coming back from a 1-2 deficit. To win it out on Esperanca, force this map 5, and take this map 5 all the way to 3, even after dropping the first sub-map. Incredible tenacity. Well, on display here from Chain's family. Outstanding. Outstanding stuff from both squads. What an incredible match. Impeccable. GG's. GG's all around. My goodness. Stats there from map 5. Dominant. Sparrow at 45 and 4. 12k damage. Captain of the squad steps up. Steps up when the team needs it. Trippy had a little bit of a rough map. But their captain was right there to pick up the slack. Let's go. Great match, y'all. Fantastic match. What a series.